Goldfish and Serrana with Hold Your Kite on Smile 90.4 FM, Cape Town's best mix of the 80s, 90s, and now. It is on the dot 9 minutes to 10, and it's time for us to chat about our pets. Pet Pals is brought to you by Vondis Holistic Pet Nutrition, the healthy, natural alternative for your pet.
Smile Pet Pals.
Every single Saturday, I'm joined in studio by the owner of Vondis Holistic Pet Nutrition, Paul Jacobson. Paul, good morning.
Morning, JM.
Now, I have to say, I was looking forward to having you here this week because this last week, Jake, he left me a landmine on our lawn. But that's not something that worries me, obviously. He needs to do it often. The problem with it was the way it looked. It didn't look all too, I would say, healthy. So, Paul, what would constitute the perfect, healthy dog poo?
Very, very good question, and one should observe your dog poo because it tells us a lot of things. So what we want from a poo is that it shouldn't have a mucus around it. It shouldn't be putrid to the nose. It should not be so dry as to crumble when you pick up. And it shouldn't be sloppy that you can't pick it up with a tissue. In fact, the perfect poo, when you pick it up, leaves no stain. It holds its shape, it holds its form, and it isn't covered with that slippery, greeny mucus that we know too often.
Now, what would we do? For example, I think the most common one that somebody would react to right now would be going, but if I pick it up, it usually does leave a mark. Now, usually that's just, in this case, a little bit too runny. How do we sort out that problem? That would be a very common ailment for our dogs.
Again, as you know, we always discuss diet, and diet has the impact on your bowel system, and what you excrete at the end is a very, very good example of the way you're feeding. And so therefore you have to change your diet if you're not getting the perfect poo, as we've discussed. And also very, very interesting, what you find from a healthy poo is that when you throw it into the garden, it biodegrades within a few days. Whereas when you've got a poo that from eating processed commercial food, it stays there for days and days, if not weeks.
Would that be from the preservatives?
The preservatives, the incorrect diet, the wrong, inappropriate diet. Wet food, as I mentioned, high in moisture, it gets metabolized correctly, and the poo results in a very healthy poo. And as I say, it biodegrades into the lawn, the birds feed on it, but where you're eating incorrect diet, commercially prepared foods, you don't see that. It generally is a dry, crumbly nature that just remains in your garden forever.
Okay, so from here on in, I think that's something I'll have to do a bit more. It's not the most glamorous part of pet ownership, but inspecting your dog's poo is quite important.
Very important, James.
Thanks a lot for joining me again, Paul.
Okay, my pleasure.
Ever since Vondis Holistic Pet Nutrition and Vondis Natural Remedies sorted out my itchy skin and fleas, I've felt like a new dog. I've even found love.
Buster, where is my Vondis? Vondis' wholesome scientific diet is prepared with real meat and veggies. Delicious. Vondis, I love you.
Sometimes I wonder if she only wants me for my Vondis. We joined the Vondis family. You can too. Visit vondis.coza or like them on Facebook.